Confidence is not talent. It's not luck. It's the decision to stand firm when others hesitate. And once you master that, the world has no choice but to follow.
The power of self-confidence. Why the world bows to the certain. There is a silent force moving through every room you enter, every word you speak, every decision you make. It speaks before your mouth opens. It answers questions before they are asked. It commands respect without demanding it. That force is self-confidence. Not arrogance, not noise, but certainty. And the world, whether it admits it or not, has always bowed to the certain. History does not remember the loudest voices. It remembers the firm ones. It does not celebrate the most talented, but the most convinced. Men and women who walked into uncertainty carrying one unshakable belief: I belong here. Thomas Edison was not the most educated man in the room, but he was the most convinced that darkness could be defeated by persistence. Abraham Lincoln was not the strongest speaker of his youth, but he carried a conviction so deep that a divided nation leaned toward his certainty. Walt Disney was laughed out of rooms, fired for lacking imagination, yet his confidence in a vision no one else could see reshaped culture itself. Self-confidence is not loud. It does not announce itself. It does not beg for validation. It simply stands. And the world, conditioned to follow strength, adjusts itself around that stance. Most people misunderstand confidence. They think it is something you are born with, like height or eye color. They think it belongs to the lucky, the charismatic, the privileged. But confidence is not a gift. It is a discipline. It is built decision by decision, thought by thought, action by action. It is the result of keeping promises to yourself when no one is watching. It is forged in moments of doubt where you choose to move anyway. Dale Carnegie understood this deeply. He taught that belief in oneself is not a feeling, it is a practice. The mind, he said, becomes what it repeatedly dwells upon. If you dwell on hesitation, you train weakness. If you dwell on fear, you rehearse failure. But if you dwell on certainty, on the image of yourself acting with calm authority, your nervous system aligns with that image. Your voice steadies, your posture changes, your decisions sharpen, and suddenly, people listen differently. The world responds not to what you want, but to what you expect. Expect little, and you signal doubt. Expect resistance, and you invite it. But expect success, not with desperation, but with quiet assurance, and doors begin to open in ways logic cannot fully explain. This is not magic, this is psychology. Human beings are drawn to clarity. We follow those who seem to know where they are going, even if the path is still being built. Confidence begins in the mind, but it is proven through action. You do not wait to feel confident before you act. You act, and confidence follows. Every bold step taken in fear rewires your identity. Every moment you speak when your voice wants to hide strengthens your inner authority. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision that fear will not lead. Look closely at your life, and you will see the truth. The moments that shaped you most were not the comfortable ones. They were the moments you stood alone, the moments you chose yourself, the moments you acted without permission. Self-confidence is born in these moments, not in applause. Applause comes later. There is a reason the world bows to the certain. Certainty simplifies complexity. It calms chaos. In uncertain times, people look for anchors. Confidence is an anchor. When you believe in your direction, others feel safer aligning with it. This is why leaders rise, why movements begin, why influence grows, not through force, but through conviction. But confidence without clarity collapses. You must know who you are becoming. Vision fuels certainty. When you are clear on your purpose, doubt loses its grip. You stop explaining yourself. You stop chasing approval. You move with intent. The noise fades because your direction is louder. Henry Ford once said that whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Not because thought alone changes reality, but because belief shapes behavior. A confident mind searches for solutions. A doubtful mind searches for excuses. One builds empires, the other builds walls. Discipline strengthens confidence. Every small habit kept reinforces your self-trust. Wake up when you say you will. Finish what you start. Speak honestly. These are not small things, they are the architecture of confidence. Over time, your mind learns a powerful truth. I can rely on myself. And once that belief is formed, no external doubt can shake you. Gratitude grounds confidence. Not gratitude as politeness, but as awareness. When you recognize how far you've come, you stop shrinking. When you honor your growth, you stop apologizing for your presence. Gratitude reminds you that you are already capable, that you have already survived what once felt impossible. Adaptability refines confidence. The certain are not rigid, they are resilient. They adjust without losing identity. They learn without losing belief. Every setback becomes feedback. Every failure becomes training. This is the confidence that endures, not because it avoids hardship, but because it uses it. And then there is resilience, the quiet refusal to quit. The world bows to those who rise again, not dramatically, not publicly, but persistently. Confidence deepens when you face loss and still choose faith in yourself, when you rebuild, when you stand after the fall and say, I am not finished. Learning keeps confidence honest. True confidence is not ignorance, it is humility paired with growth. The confident seek knowledge, they listen, they evolve. They are secure enough to improve, and this makes their certainty stronger, not weaker. In the end, self-confidence is not about dominating others, it is about mastering yourself. It is about walking into the unknown with a steady heart, about trusting your inner compass when the map is unclear, about knowing that even if you stumble, you will not abandon yourself. The world bows to the certain because certainty is rare, and rarity commands respect. Stand tall, speak with intention, move with belief. Do not wait for the world to validate you. Validate yourself through action, through discipline, through vision, through resilience. Become certain and watch how the world adjusts.
And understand this, confidence is not something you display after success. It is something you practice before success appears, long before applause, long before recognition, long before proof. It is the decision to move as if the future you seek is already listening. Every morning, the world tests your certainty. It whispers doubt through comparison. It questions your pace. It magnifies your flaws. And in those moments, confidence is not found in fighting the world. It is found in refusing to argue with it. You do not need to explain your path. You do not need to defend your dreams. You only need to walk. Carnegie taught that self-belief is communicated more through presence than persuasion. People feel confidence before they hear it. It shows in how you pause before you speak, in how you listen without shrinking, in how you choose silence instead of approval-seeking noise. This presence is magnetic. It does not rush. It does not chase. It allows the world to come to it. Most people live as if they are waiting for permission to speak, to try, to rise. The confident have learned a different truth. Permission is never granted. It is assumed. The moment you assume responsibility for your life, confidence begins to grow roots. Responsibility sharpens you. It removes excuses. It forces clarity, and clarity breeds certainty. There will be days when confidence feels distant, days when fear returns, days when old habits knock at the door. This does not mean you are weak. It means you are human. Confidence is not the absence of doubt. It is the ability to move with doubt without letting it steer. The certain are not fearless. They are decisive. Decisions are the language of confidence. Indecision leaks power. Every time you delay a choice, you teach your mind to hesitate. But when you decide, even imperfectly, you reclaim authority over your direction. Momentum follows decision.
Confidence follows momentum. Watch closely how the world treats those who move decisively. Opportunities appear faster, conversations change tone, resistance softens. This is not coincidence. The human mind respects alignment. When your thoughts, words, and actions point in the same direction, people feel it, they respond to it. Self-confidence demands boundaries. You cannot be certain while being pulled in every direction. You cannot lead your life while living for applause. Confidence grows when you say no to what drains you and yes to what builds you. Boundaries are not walls, they are filters. They protect your focus, and focus fuels power. There is a moment, quiet but profound, when confidence becomes identity. When you stop asking, "Am I enough?" and start declaring, "I am responsible." Responsible for my growth, responsible for my mindset, responsible for my future. This shift changes everything. Victims wait, leaders build, the world bows to builders. Think of the great figures again, not as legends, but as humans. Edison working alone in dim light, Lincoln facing ridicule and loss, Carnegie rising from poverty with belief as his currency. None of them were certain because the path was easy. They were certain because they refused to let uncertainty decide for them. This is the power available to you now. Not someday, not after success, now. In how you stand, in how you speak, in how you act when no one is watching. Carry yourself as someone who is becoming. Let your discipline speak louder than your words. Let your consistency prove your confidence. Let your resilience silence doubt. Because when you choose certainty again and again, the world eventually listens. And then it follows. Stand firm. Move forward. The world has always bowed to the certain.
Because certainty is not a moment. It is a posture you return to every single day. There will be mornings when the weight feels heavier than your belief, when the vision feels distant, when progress feels invisible. On those mornings, confidence is not inspiration, it is obedience. Obedience to the version of you that decided this life mattered. Obedience to the promise you made when it was quiet and clear. You get up anyway. You act anyway. And that is where real power is born. The world does not bow to emotion. It bows to consistency. Anyone can feel confident on a good day. Anyone can speak boldly when results are visible. But the certain? They move with the same calm on days of silence as they do on days of victory. They understand a truth most never grasp. Confidence deepens in private, not public. It is built when no one is clapping, when no one is watching, when no one is validating your effort. This is why discipline and confidence are inseparable. Discipline is confidence in motion. It is the physical proof that you trust yourself. Each time you do the work without needing motivation, your mind receives a message: I am reliable. And once your mind believes that, fear loses its authority. Fear thrives on hesitation. Confidence starves it through action. Notice how people respond when you stop explaining yourself, when you stop justifying your pace, when you stop shrinking your goals to make others comfortable. There is a subtle shift. Some will fall away, let them. Others will lean in. Those are your people. The world rearranges itself around certainty because certainty clarifies alignment. You were never meant to convince everyone. You were meant to commit fully. Self-confidence is also the courage to be misunderstood, to be early, to be different, to build in a direction others cannot yet see. Every pioneer in history walked alone before the crowd followed. If you wait for agreement, you delay destiny. If you move with conviction, agreement eventually finds you. Carnegie wrote that faith in oneself is contagious, not because it is loud, but because it is steady. People borrow belief from those who have it. They draw strength from your calm. Your certainty gives others permission to believe in themselves. This is leadership at its purest form. But never confuse confidence with ego. Ego seeks to be seen. Confidence seeks to be effective. Ego reacts. Confidence responds. Ego is fragile. Confidence is grounded. One needs applause. The other needs purpose. Purpose is the spine of confidence. When you know why you move, how you move becomes inevitable. Purpose turns fear into fuel. It transforms obstacles into training. It reminds you that this journey is not about comfort, it is about growth. And growth demands courage. There will be times you doubt your pace. Stop. Measure yourself only against who you were yesterday. Progress compounds quietly. Confidence grows invisibly until one day it becomes undeniable. Stay long enough to see it. And when setbacks come, as they always do not internalize them as identity. Failure is an event, not a verdict. The confident learn quickly and move forward faster. They do not linger in shame. They extract wisdom and continue. This is the mindset that shapes reality. Confidence trains your nervous system to remain calm under pressure. It steadies your voice in chaos. It keeps your hands firm when stakes are high. This is why the world listens when you speak, because you are not speaking from panic, but from alignment. Alignment is rare, and rarity commands respect. So walk as someone who trusts their path. Speak as someone who has decided. Act as someone who understands that certainty is not about knowing every step, but about refusing to turn back. You do not need permission. You do not need approval. You do not need perfect conditions. You need conviction. Because the moment you choose to be certain about your growth, your discipline, your worth, the world has no choice but to respond. It always has. It always will. Stand rooted. Move forward. The world bows to the certain.
Confidence is not loud. It doesn't beg for attention. It stands still while the world adjusts around it. Become certain and watch how life starts moving toward you.